As the winter months draw in, there's never been a better time to hunker down with your G502X and some comforting games that are going to keep you calm and cozy all season. From soothing organisation to brewing potions in the woods, we've got plenty of stress-free games to keep you entertained whilst you hibernate. We are allowed to take our PC into hibernation, right? Speaking of hibernation, we're lucky the start of our first entry hasn't decided to sneak off for the winter, or we'd be without one of the most charming sim games to release this year. Bear and Breakfast does exactly what it says on the rustic wooden sign, and puts you in charge of setting up bed and breakfasts in the woods whilst playing as a bear. You'll take rundown buildings and renovate them with your own two paws. Guests will check in, and you'll have to make sure to keep them happy if your burgeoning bear and breakfast is going to build up a good reputation. It's wonderfully simplistic and will leave you feeling very relaxed. If your idea of relaxation personified is watching TikTok after TikTok of people slotting groceries neatly into fridges, or methodically organising their makeup drawers, then a little to the left is the game for you. It's a cozy puzzle game that lets you sort and systemize objects in the most satisfying levels. It's got a soft, endearing art style, and is the ideal game to play when you want something to unwind with after a long day at work or school. If you love unpacking and want to slot back into another satisfying organisation puzzler, then it's time to go a little to the left. At this point, we're fairly sure Disney Dreamlight Valley needs no introduction, as it's been taking over everyone's lives in the most wholesome way possible since it was released back in September. But for those of you who have yet to take a trip to Dreamlight Valley, we're here to tell you it doesn't get much cozier than watching all the Disney characters from your childhood come together in this stress-reducing life sim. You can fish, farm, and forge friendships with all your Disney faves, whilst also ridding the Valley of the Forgetting and returning it to its former glory. With new updates coming regularly, now is a great time to pack up and move into Disney Dreamlight Valley. You might not think that mystery games could be synonymous with relaxation, but Strange Horticulture has made their deductions and concluded that sticking a mystery game in a plant store in the middle of a quaint town might be just the thing to add an element of coziness to the genre. Strange Horticulture is an investigatory puzzle game that deals in the occult, and you play the owner of the titular plant shop. You need to help the residents of Undermere by giving them remedies and concoctions to help them with their ailments, all the while exploring the area, gathering and cataloguing herbs, and chatting with your cat. In fact, we're closing early today, because he looks like he's in need of some head scratches. The idea of actually living in a village set on the back of a large wandering creature might sound like something out of our nightmares, but luckily when Straythorn Studio took that concept and made it into a city building sim, it couldn't look more quaint. In the wandering village, you'll be creating a safe haven for inhabitants fleeing the poison wastelands of this post-apocalyptic world that just so happens to be on the back of an onbu. It's a gorgeous isometric city builder that has the potential to draw you in with its adorable art style and keep you entertained for many long, stress-free evenings to come. There's not much we can say about why Little Witch in the Woods is a perfect stress-relieving game that won't already be said by the adorable pixel art style. It's got a soft, earthy colour palette, an easy-to-grasp potion brewing mechanic, and plenty of mysteries to discover in the woods. You play as Ellie, the new witch on the block, or rather the forest, in this cozy and slow-paced game. There are plenty of creatures to meet, each with their own charming stories to uncover, If you fancy something reminiscent of Stardew Valley but with an added magical twist, then Little Witch in the Woods is worth the journey. Next up, we have Grow Song of the Evertree, a new sandbox game that has everything you could want from a relaxing adventure sim. As the last ever heart alchemist, you're the only person capable of restoring the Evertree to its former glory and ridding it of the withering. Then you'll be able to create a whole world of your own design. Harvest resources to construct anything from housing to cafes, decorate them exactly how you like with wallpapers and furniture. You can even befriend animals and make them your adorable new pets. Oh, and you can fish. Because it wouldn't really be a sim game if there wasn't fishing, would it? Now, from a farming sim to, another farming sim, there's no denying that the genre is one of the most relaxing out there. With their small, manageable to-do lists and the ability to take things one day at a time, or even one turnip at a time if that seems too much for you. And given that it's one of the most highly anticipated farming sims ever to grace Kickstarter, it only seems right that Coral Island has a place on our list. Currently in early access, the game is set on a calm, enchanting island where you'll be growing crops, caring for animals, and, meeting a huge roster of eligible townsfolk that could put Stardew Valley to shame? I think our radishes might have to take a back seat in this one. We've got flirting to do. So those are some of the best stress-free games to play on PC right now. Let us know which game you'll be unwinding with first in the comments. Drop us a like if you enjoyed the video. It's proven to reduce cortisol levels, you know. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can catch our next video.